All right, guys, I just started to edit this video and I realized that my face cam covers like almost half the screen. So I know it's gonna be pretty annoying, but just bear with me. Watch this video to the end. I actually have a link down below where you can view the entire presentation. So if you don't want my fucking face covering half of the video, then you can go click the link below and you can view the whole presentation as is. Let's get into the video. All right, what's going on, guys? So in this video, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. I actually made this presentation for you guys going over how to actually make money trading, right? And like just give you the no bullshit answer to that question, because there's multiple different ways to going about it. And I think a majority of the people actually go about it wrong. You'll see exactly what I mean in the following slides here. So there's three possible ways I've identified to become a profitable trader or make money trading, explained individually in the upcoming slides. So each of these has their own pros and cons, and it's up to you to decide which one you should take. And also I'll give you my own personal recommendation, but there's no one size fits all. You need to find out what works for you and then stick with that. So let's jump right into it, right? The first way, trial and error. So this is manually learning the skill of trading, failing over and over again, and then finally learning from your mistakes and becoming a profitable trader. Now, this is probably the best way to go if you actually want to acquire the skill for a lifetime and not to listen to anyone else, not be part of any group or inner circle, because you will have that skill for a lifetime. So this is probably the top pro out of all three of the options I'm going to give to you guys. The number one pro is going to be the number one pro across all of these. So that is the main pro. The second pro, right? You don't have to rely on anyone else. So this kind of relates back to the first part, which is you're going to acquire the skill for a lifetime, but you don't need someone else's signals or someone else's insight to actually make money, because you already know technical analysis. All you have to do is pull up the chart, and at any time of the day, you can chart setups and potentially make money, right? The third pro is that it builds character, right? You're going to be stuck in the trenches for a while, right? This is true. You're going to be stuck in the fucking trenches, guys. It's not going to be fun. It will build character. You're going to develop balls of steel by the end of this, all right? Any trader will tell you that. That started from something small and now is trading with more money. Their balls have grown exponentially. So that is the third pro. And then the last pro, you're going to learn emotional discipline. Now, this is also very, very important, because trading isn't just charts. It isn't just technicals. It's actually learning how to control your emotions, right? When price is pumping, what do you want to do? Most of the time you want to jump into the trade, right? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. If you're already in a long, now's the time to take profits, right? If you're at a key resistance zone, now's the time you want to flip short. But if you don't have your emotions dialed in, you're going to be thinking backwards. You're going to be thinking like retail. And this is obviously no good. And in the long term, you're going to be all over the place. But if you learn trading through trial and error, you will have mastered this emotional discipline, which is another huge pro. So honestly, I might change the rating of trial and error to a little bit higher, just because the pros are so good. But there are also cons, which I don't think many people are aware of when they jump into trading, trying to learn by themselves. All right, the first main con, it takes many, many years for most people. A lot of people will say 3 to 6 months to become a profitable trader. That's what I say inside of my group. I say, if you're in this group, it should take you 3 to 6 months to become a profitable trader, learning from myself and other pro traders. But keep in mind, you're also following our signals, following our analysis. So that makes it a lot easier. You're not doing it on your own. But if you are learning it through trial and error, it's going to take many, many years, right? Most people say 1 to 2 years, probably more like 4 to 5 years. I don't really know like a real trader, and by real trader I mean someone who trades with literally tens of thousands of dollars, like intraday trading with tens of thousands of dollars, that hasn't been doing it for less than 5 years. I haven't seen it personally, right? Maybe you guys know some people who jumped into it and a year later they're trading with hundreds of thousands of dollars. I haven't seen that personally, but if you have, then they are definitely an anomaly, right? The second con, there is a chance that you will never become profitable. And people don't talk about this because you're not learning the right material. You're not staying consistent. You will most likely give up before you even reach this point. So the chance is actually, it's greater than 50% that you're not going to become a profitable trader ever. And there's actually science to prove this. I think it's like 90% of day traders are not profitable, or just traders in general don't end up actually becoming profitable ever. Now, obviously, there are a few other reasons to this as well. Most people aren't learning from the right people. They don't have the right resources. It's like throwing someone into a doctor's office who has never studied how to become a doctor before. Most likely they're going to fail at becoming a doctor, right? Or like a surgeon. So think about it that way. It's like any other career. but there is a very high chance that you will not ever become profitable. And then number 3, right, hard to find the right mentors. Again, kind of relates back to the first 2. It is very difficult to find the right mentor, especially in today's day and age with social media. You have so many people saying different things in your ear. You don't know who to trust. Some kids are young, like myself, right? You might not be able to trust me. There's older guys too who are also trying to teach you different strategies. It's like, who do you listen to, right? And then finally, the 4th, it's very mentally draining, extremely mentally draining. And this, again, this actually relates back to the pro here, right? The emotional discipline. So this is like one of 2 ways you could take it. One, you actually learn how to trade, you become extremely emotionally disciplined, but on the other hand, it could really fuck you up mentally. In fact, I'd actually argue that to become emotionally disciplined, you have to go through, the mentally draining aspect of it first. And a lot of people cannot handle that. You have to be a certain individual to be able to handle all of that pressure, right? It's very, very difficult, and it fucking ages you too. Like, do you want to be looking like you're 80 by the time you're fucking 25? Probably not, right? But that's what's gonna happen, right? I can already see it in my own face. I'm getting fucking wrinkles in like places I shouldn't have wrinkles. So again, trial and error, number 1. This is like the first way to actually make money trading. And like I said, this is gonna be a no bullshit video. Like, I made a whole presentation, so make sure to leave a like if you're enjoying. But I'd rate the trial and error probably a 4 out of 10. So I actually changed this. I have it 3 out of 10 on here. I'd rate it a 4 out of 10 just because the pros are just so high up compared to all of the pros in all the 3 different methods. But the cons are huge, and I don't think this is the right approach for a majority of people, like 90% of people. But if you are in that 10% of people, I definitely think trial and error is the way to go, throwing yourself in the fire, right? All right, number 2, develop your own system. So by system, I mean trading bot, trading algorithm, trading indicator, that sort of thing. Obviously, I have my own, which is Easy Algo. So this actually has a lot of pros as well. It also has some cons, and I'll go over the rating at the end. So first pro, you remove emotion while trading. So going back to the first part, right, you need emotional discipline. If you've developed a system, it will take that emotion out of your trading because now you just follow a tested and proven system. All right, second pro, complete mental clarity. You're not going to be stressing because, again, you have developed an algorithm which has been back tested and proven to work. So you're not going to be stressed on whether your strategy works or not. Third pro, it saves a lot of time. Now, this is pretty obvious, right? If you have your own trading system, it's going to save you time, which is very good. All right, now let's get into the cons, right? You need to have a good understanding of price action in the first place. Even if you want to develop your own system, you need to know what you're developing. So you need to have a system in the first place to actually develop an automated one, right? Does that make sense? So you need to have a good understanding of price action in the first place, which means you have to do a lot of the shit that I talked about in the trial and error. You're gonna have to go through that in order to develop your own system, which is another major con. Right, number 2, costs a lot of money to develop, right? If you don't have, tens of thousands of dollars that you are willing to spend on a good development team, then forget about it. You're not going to be able to develop your own system. Number 3, it's hard to find a good development team. It is. There are so many development teams, a lot of them in the US, which are complete shit because I've used them. So if you are looking for a development team to build your own trading bot, strategy, indicator, whatever, I'd highly recommend looking overseas if you want to do this, right? Overseas, you're going to be saving a lot of money, and the work quality is actually a lot better. All right, and then the last con is it takes many months at the minimum, assuming no glitches or updates. So it takes many months to create the system. So if you want something urgent, that's not going to happen. All right, I'd rate this a 5 out of 10. This can work, right, if you know what you're doing, if you already know the basics of trading and you have a ton of capital on hand to develop your own system. But I also rate it 5 out of 10. I'm going to actually change the rating of this. I'm going to change it to a 4 out of 10 because you don't even need to develop your own system because I've already made it for you guys. So there you fucking go. Obviously, you don't have the source code and all that shit, but I already have developed a system. So you don't even need to make your own system. So why the fuck would you do this in the first place? But again, it is an option there. All right, and then the third way to make money trading is to follow other system/signals. Now, I know you guys probably see the 7 out of 10. You're probably thinking, what the fuck? Like, just follow other people's signals. This is what you recommend. I'm going to explain it, all right? So the first pro of following another person's system or signals is that you can become profitable immediately. There's no delay. You don't have to learn trading for 5 fucking years. You just follow their signals, follow their analysis, right? Become profitable immediately, or maybe not immediately. You need to know how to do the basics like entering and exiting, but it won't take you that long. It'll take you maybe a few weeks to learn if you know absolutely nothing about trading to making money. All right, number 2, saves time and money. Now, obviously, you most likely have to pay for someone else's system or signals, but in the end, it will save you time and money. right? The third pro, a huge networking opportunity, especially in the trading space, in the crypto space. There's a lot of guys with like multi 8 figures that are trading on the daily inside these groups. I know because I know these guys and I trade along with them. So it's a huge networking opportunity that you can actually talk to these guys and figure out what they're going to invest in or what trade they're looking at next, which is another huge pro. And then finally, little to no stress, which is obviously pretty nice. Now, there are a few cons for this as well. The first one is you can't rely on them forever, right? You don't want to rely on a certain individual or a certain group for trade signals. It's not something you want to do. And second, you're not learning anything in the process or acquiring any skills for the most part, right? You're probably not learning much, which is okay if you just want to make money. But again, you don't want to rely on someone forever. You want to develop the skill yourself. So overall, I'd rate this a 7 out of 10. I think most people and most of you watching this probably just want to make money trading. And if you want to do that, you need to follow another person's system or signals. It is clear that following an already tested / proven system is the best way to go to start making money trading, but you are still missing out on acquiring the skill yourself, which is what I just talked about. You never want to be in a position where you solely rely on an indicator strategy group for the rest of your life, right? The goal of this is to be independent, which is what I was just telling you guys about, right? You want to be independent and have the knowledge to yourself. All right, so next steps, if you're watching this, you want to get involved. What do you do? First thing you want to do is join a community / group, right, for the proven system. You want to build up a portfolio using the teachings or using the signals inside of that said group. Actually learn and understand why professionals are taking trades so you can acquire the skill for a lifetime. So along with following the signals, make sure you're actually learning why you're taking them as well. And then once you have learned the materials, should take around 6 to 12 months. Again, it could take longer as well. To get an in-depth understanding, you can either leave the group or choose to stay in. If you're happy, you're most likely going to want to choose to stay in the group based on the connections and resources that you have inside there. But if you want, now you have the opportunity where you can leave that group. So you had best of both worlds, right? You were learning and earning. So you were taking the signals, the analysis, the setups, whatever, but you're also learning the material. So you are acquiring the skill for yourself. Now you want to avoid jumping around different groups, strategies, indicators, etc. Right? I actually made a short form video the other day talking about this, right? The shiny object syndrome. You want to stick to one person, group, strategy, whatever that may be, and stick to that one solely. Don't be jumping around. Avoid giving up, obviously pretty self-explanatory. And then 3, thinking you'll have it figured out quickly, because this shit takes time. So what do we offer? How can I be a benefit to you watching this? Because if you watched this far, then you obviously are in need of something that I've talked about on this video. So we have the tested and proven strategies as algorithms, right? The Easy Algo Indicator Suite, which by the way has been fucking crushing. I'm gonna throw a short video up on the screen here showcasing how our algo has been doing. We have literally called pretty much every local bottom in the market. So this is for spot or long-term or even intraday trading with all of our confluences in the settings. So we cover the tested and proven strategies for you. We also have daily market analysis insights so you can actually learn why we are taking certain setups instead of just blindly following along. But we also have pro signals and now bot signals, which is new. We're literally hitting like 85% plus win rate on the bot signals. So now you can make money while you're learning, right? Which is the best of both worlds. Again, we have live streams with pro analysts, ask questions directly to the pros, yada, yada, yada. So we have a ton more stuff as well and more things planned. So if this sounds interesting to you, all right, be sure to click the first link in the description below. If you're not going to join the group, that's fine. You can actually just join the Discord. So I'll leave the link for the Discord in the description below. That's pretty much it for this video. These are the 3 ways to make money trading, no BS. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.